Thank you for tuning in. You're watching My Journey with Paula G. And we'd like to thank our underwriters, My Coffee Shop of East Lake, Atlanta, Georgia, home of the amazing Basil Lemonade. And also, we'd like to thank Dr. Paul and Marcia Kelly. That's right, Dean and President of Pastors Time International Bible College. And we'd like to thank Positive Power 21.org for our media. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed this presentation.
Hey family, welcome to My Journey, and I'm your host for today, Paula G. And in today's episode, we are talking with Jerry Royce Live, aka Batman, the next generation. And with me is his beautiful daughter, Skylar.
Hello.
Who's here with me today. How are you, love?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You all right?
Yes.
Not too nervous?
No, I'm fine. My voice.
Got you up on a Saturday morning. I'm so sorry, because I know you want to sleep in on Saturday.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
you know, the sacrifices we make for being in a radio family. Is that right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about who you are. You're a senior this year.
Yes. Thank God. Thank God. I'm just ready to leave.
You ready to leave?
Yes, I really am ready to leave.
So talk to us a little bit about your senior year. What has it been like? I know there's been a lot of activity with the normal senior year stuff. College application, stressful, overwhelming.
Yeah, like academically, it's like normal senior year stuff,
Okay.
but with my school, when it's like, it's a lot different at my school.
Yeah,
like,
because you're in a performing arts.
yeah,
Okay.
it's just like not like your typical high school where it's like, oh yeah, homecoming, yeah, football games, you watch the band, blah blah blah. We don't have that at my school. We don't.
What?
We don't have a football team. Our homecoming, I think we have it at like a volleyball game that not many people really go to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for us, homecoming is just a dance. It's not like alumni comes back or anything. The only reason why alumni come back this year is like I think it's like the 25th anniversary of our school being open, and like we're in a new building and stuff.
Right.
So.
Do you feel like you've missed something, like not having the football and the homecoming? You feel like you've missed?
Yeah, I do miss out on like the typical high school experience. Yeah, I missed out on that.
So tell us what it's been like to be. You've been in a performing arts school all throughout your high school career?
Yeah.
Okay.
My middle school was performing arts too, but it wasn't like as
intense.
Intensely performing arts, because they call it performing arts and technology, but there's only like one form or like two forms of technology at my school because they got rid of business.
Oh wow. Okay, so you had to audition to get into the school. Okay.
Same for middle school.
And then your academic curriculum was pretty standard. Your English, your math, science, social studies every year, all that sort of.
In my opinion, it's probably about the same as like another school. It's just that they like to focus on like what you're there for a lot.
Performing arts piece that you're there for. So we're senior, second semester.
Yes.
March. We haven't had spring break yet.
No, we don't really have.
You don't have a
like,
spring break
anymore. It's more like a 4-day weekend.
Oh my gosh.
It's next week.
Yes.
For spring break.
And I understand you have come down with the incurable disease called senioritis.
Yes. I mean, it's not as bad as other people, but it's still bad.
Yeah.
It's still
You
bad.
gotta stay focused. Because even though you have that acceptance letter, somewhere in that acceptance letter where it says, "Congratulations, Skylar, you have been accepted to
Hampton University."
Woo-woo, HBCU. You know, we love our HBCUs. Somewhere in that letter, it says contingent upon the final transcript. Stay focused. Keep focused.
At my school, they even sent mid-year transcripts, even though it wasn't necessary.
Yeah, okay. So, senioritis, a little difficult staying focused because we are ready to
Graduate. Yeah, I only got 2 months left. I'm just ready to go.
You ready to go to college?
Yes.
Have you thought about a major or?
Yeah.
Okay, still
I'm
kind of.
probably gonna major in nursing.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. But if you change your mind, I know your parents might get upset with me for saying this, but you know I'm a high school counselor by trade. If you change your mind, that's okay, but kind of try to do it your freshman year, sophomore year, because when you get to college, you get and your brother can probably speak to this. When you get to college, you get exposed to things that you probably never even knew existed.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, oh, I like that. Oh, I might be good at that. You know, even though your intent was to go for nursing, which you might follow through with, but you know, just.
I feel like my parents wouldn't be that surprised if I did change my major, because I tend to be like, oh,
free spirit.
Yeah,
That's a
like,
good thing.
indecisive a bit at times. So I feel like they wouldn't be surprised if I did like freshman year, but like I would try not to change my major like sophomore or junior year because then I wouldn't.
Well, that's why you're
graduate
in
on
performing arts school because you
school's not cheap
visionary.
either.
No, it's not.
Especially a private school.
Yes. So the SATs and all that stuff is done. And
Yeah, that was done for me like junior year.
okay, good, excellent. So you had a dance recital last night.
Yeah, that was our last spring concert.
Okay. All right.
There's a lot of hectic stuff going on this week because, you know, we had all those snow days and stuff.
Yes.
So it took out a lot of days for us to practice. So we
Yeah.
had to, like, literally throw everything together yesterday.
Because you had, was it 2 days ago here in Baltimore? It was bad snow.
Yeah.
So that kind of shut things down and kind of pushed things back a little bit.
Yeah, because we had to leave school early Tuesday, and then we didn't have school Wednesday or Thursday. So then
Right.
we were there Friday.
Wow. So you had to get up early this morning, which is a Saturday, which is usually a sleep-in morning for most teenagers. So tell us, from your perspective, what it's like being in a radio family with the lights and the camera, and we're going to talk about your show in a little bit. What's it been like for you?
I think being in a radio family, I think it's not like that drastically. I don't think it's that drastically different. It's just that mainly like most of the radio stuff is like down here, so it's like not like something you run into a bunch of times. I know it's just like we don't really come down here often because we can't mess with his stuff.
Can't mess with his stuff. Don't
Or
mess
like
with that man's stuff.
he'll be busy because like he'll have to go somewhere. I think didn't he go somewhere yesterday or am I wrong? I think he went to Greenbelt one of these days this week.
Out on the road. Yeah, but a lot of times he's down. He's down. And I know
he's down here a lot.
And I know that was family. You all are very important to him. So I know that was one of the main reasons why he chose, a career where, he could be here and do it from home. And that's huge. That's huge for a parent to make that kind of decision, that kind of choice. And that really reflects on where he places family. That's at the top of the, that's the top of the list. Are you a daddy's girl?
Yeah.
You're a daddy's girl?
Yeah.
That's like the best place to be a daddy's girl, right?
Yeah. Because I'm his only girl.
Yes, so that kind of gets you. Your brothers are cool, they're cool, but
That's the truth. I'm his only girl.
They hating because you're the only girl, right?
No, they don't care.
They're shaking their head.
No, they're both nonchalant. Like, they just don't care.
Yeah, but that's a beautiful thing. A relationship between dads and daughters is a beautiful thing. You gonna miss them when you go to college?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna be 4 hours away.
4 hours, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad when you go to school. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your show that you just started. I know it's new to you, and it's like, oh my gosh.
Because he was telling me about like how all this positive feedback I was getting, and I was just like, what did I do? Like,
right? You were yourself, because I watched a couple times.
I was just lost. I was like, what did I do? And they were all amazed, like, she's gonna get discovered. So I was just like.
But you know what I think? You know what I think it is. Because I've watched your show, and you're just genuine. I mean, you're just sitting there having a conversation, and that's what this is about, just like I was saying to your brother earlier, when you're interviewing people, you're just having a conversation, and the rest of the world just happens to be listening. But I think it's because you're genuine, when you're in that position, you're genuine. So, are you liking it? You're getting to meet a lot of people, different people.
I mean,
You've done a couple episodes.
Yeah, but like usually it's like an episode by myself, so it's not like I've interviewed or met people. I mean, I've met people like from him doing all this radio stuff. It's like I haven't met people because of the show. It's like like just not my show, but like in general from what he does, I've met people. Right.
Well, that'll come because as you get more exposure on your show, and then you're out and about, and people will be seeing you, and you'll be like, oh, me, Skylar. Awesome. So we have our own show right now. We're in a senior year. We're getting ready to go to college, and we have already met some of our college classmates. Now, how has that happened? How has that occurred?
Because we use like social media and stuff, so it's like people will post what schools they're going to, blah blah blah. Then people make different group chats and meet people in group chats and stuff. I've made some friends that were like going to Hampton at first, but now they're going to other schools. So but I've made like quite a few friends that like with people that are like going to Hampton or people that are already at Hampton, because I have quite a bit of friends that are already there too.
That are at Hampton. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like most of them are freshmen at Hampton.
Okay,
but,
well,
yeah.
Freshmen at Hampton, we're going to have an off-camera conversation. Remind me about Hampton.
Okay.
So social media, because I remember back in the day when I went to college at HBCU,
Where'd you go?
Aggie Pride,
Oh, you went to
Carolina
A-Tech?
A&T State University, Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, some pretty campus. I've been there before.
Yeah, and it's changed so much since when I went like years and years. Like,
They
you
do a
weren't
lot
even
of
thought
renovation, like
Yes.
a lot. Cause I know a lot of HBCUs like they try to keep, like they have older buildings because they want to keep like the historic
You got
thing.
to. You got to
But
keep
like
that part.
in Cat, they're like really modernized. I think they still have their little historic parts because I think there's like this whole thing where like somebody like shooting at their walls or something. So
So-
like they kept the little walls up. Yeah.
So I'll give you a little history on that.
Yeah.
That was Scott Hall, which was
Yeah.
the men's dorm. And during the riots in the 60s, when they were rioting on campus, there was a student that was killed, Willie Graves, which was right in front of Scott Hall. And Scott Hall is huge. I mean, that was a huge, huge men's dorm. And on one side of Scott Hall during the riots, it was just bullet ridden. And I can remember going to, because I went like 10 years after the riots in the 70s, long before you were even thunk of.
Let's go. My Jesus is love. My God up above is true love. And I don't know where else to get it from. My Jesus is love.
Hey family, we are back. This is My Journey with your host Paula G, and we're having a conversation here with Skylar, who is the daughter of Jerry Roy Slide, aka Batman, the next generation, and we were just talking a little bit about her journey. She's a senior in high school, and you know she's been hit real bad with senioritis. Senioritis is real, y'all. It's real.
It really is.
But she's staying focused. She's been accepted at one of the wonderful HBCUs, Hampton University, and we were just talking a little bit about how social media has helped to bridge the gap with her new classmates at her HBCU. And she's very excited about that. She has her own show right here on Positive Power 21. And also, we want to talk a little bit about Dirty Diana. Your dad put together a film called Dirty Diana. Talk to us a little bit about the film, or at least what it meant to you, and what it's like having a parent who's living with diabetes.
Well, yeah. Sometimes it can be difficult at times because, like, he says that some of the problems that he has are like due to his medication. I don't know how many like symptoms and stuff is on there because I know like sometimes he can be like really forgetful with things, and like we know he can't help it, but it's just it can be kind of difficult at times. Really.
So it's a challenge for you as far as like maybe sharing things that you might tell him and that he might forget, and you realize, okay, this might be as a result.
It won't
of
be like really major. It'll be like something small, like, oh yeah, can you get this at the grocery store? You're like, what, you told me that? Or something like that. It'll be like something really minor. It's not like severe forgetfulness. Like,
Right. So I know there are times when maybe he hasn't felt well, because I remember when he was in Atlanta at the Spin Awards, and he was running and all day, and he didn't eat like he was supposed to eat and get enough water and so forth, and he wasn't really feeling well. So when times like that, maybe when you've seen him like that, do you try to remember to remind him, hey Dad, don't forget you gotta eat, or you gotta something to drink, or how do you?
I mean, I think usually here, like, he's on top of things. Like, he does try to keep up with his health, and he does, like, adjust, like, to a new lifestyle with how he eats and stuff. Because I think, like, apparently other people with diabetes, they don't really, like, make any changes, and that's how they're not helping themselves. But he is, because he actually does get stuff that does have sugar in it, and sometimes it don't really taste that good. But I mean, that's what he likes, and that's what he's adjusting himself to. So I mean, that's what matters.
How did you feel when you first found out? How did that make you feel when you first found out? Okay.
I mean, because it was kind of like back and forth type of thing for a while, because at first it was like he was borderline, because quite a bit of people in our family do have diabetes, so it wasn't like a super duper like shocking thing,
Right.
but it was like he was borderline for a while, and then like I think he got like really stressed out at one point, and then it got like full-blown diabetes.
Did you ever get scared?
I mean,
Concerned or
yeah, sometimes
anxious?
you do get concerned,
Yeah.
but generally I think he's fine, hopefully.
Yeah. You keep tabs on him,
Yeah.
make sure he's eating right and, getting enough water.
Yeah, he usually does.
Getting enough rest, you and your mom and your brothers, and kind of pitch in and help out with that.
Yeah.
So how has having a parent who's living with diabetes, how has that affected you as far as your perspective on health and taking care of oneself?
Yeah, like, cause I guess like before I didn't know like how serious diabetes can be, and I guess from him like I've learned that it's a lot more like severe, I guess, and that it should be taken a bit more seriously than it is, cause I don't think people take it as seriously as they should.
So
And it does kind of make me think, cause like there were like some people in elementary school that had like diabetes.
yeah, juvenile diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently at one point, like, kids didn't have diabetes, but like one of my friends, like, even when we were in elementary school, like when her sister was like 4 years old, she had diabetes.
Wow.
And I was like, how can a child get diabetes? Like, I was just
juvenile
confused.
diabetes is hard for little.
Yeah.
It's hard for anyone, but
Yeah, because they always have to walk around with a little thing on their hip all the time.
yeah. So do you, when your dad has to take his medication, do you ever have to remind him to take it, or he's pretty good?
He's
like you were
good.
saying,
Like, he's good with that.
takes care of himself.
I don't really even know what medication he takes. Right? I don't.
Yeah.
Because it's not like we ever have to remind him to. Like, he's always on top of it by himself. So,
Right.
yeah.
So if he was not sitting in this room right now, what is something that you want the audience to know about your dad? Something that you want to share?
I don't really know. I feel like he like greatly expresses how he is. Like, he's very outgoing, he's very supportive, and he's always there for us.
Yeah.
And very loving.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I think, that is such, you have such a good role model. You and your siblings have such a good role model, in that. When I was talking with your brother Brandon earlier, we're talking about legacy as far as, from the perspective of, a man and manhood and you have a very good role model in your father as well as your mother as well.
Yeah.
So you have no choice but to be successful.
Yeah.
You have no choice but to be successful. Is there anything else you want to share
I don't really.
before we go?
I don't think so.
I appreciate you getting up on Saturday morning, because I remember being a teenager and having to get up on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So I know it's a sacrifice for you.
Usually I sleep in because I don't have to work till 4.
Oh my God. Do you have to work today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
4
sorry,
to
baby.
10.
I'm sorry.
It's
Get a couple
okay.
hours.
I need the money for prom. It's okay. I have to pay for
Get ready
prom.
for
I have
yes.
to pay for prom by myself.
Prom is a big deal. Well, prom is, the dresses now, before they used to be kind of reasonable, but now those jokers are pretty expensive.
Especially if you get it made, they tend to cost more, and I want mine made.
You're getting
so-
custom-made prom dress? Oh my God.
Yes,
It's changed.
No, I'm like very strong. I'm getting
Dresses custom. You didn't get dresses custom-made?
Y'all ain't get your dresses made.
No, we
My
didn't get our dresses
mama got
custom.
her dress
No,
made.
but see, your mama's younger than I am. See, maybe your mama's generation did.
Y'all probably almost the same generation.
I don't remember getting no dress made.
Close enough.
No, it came off the rack, along with shoes.
But
It came
also,
off
like,
the rack.
I think my mom, my grandmother's friends, like a lot of them sold. My grandmother
Oh, well, see,
sold.
there you go.
So yeah, that was partially why. So
Awesome.
it wasn't like she just went up to random society.
Oh,
She knew
okay.
people.
So she got legacy.
Yeah.
Legacy of sewing. There you go. Thank you so much for being
You're
with us
welcome.
here on My Journey, and we thank Skylar for sharing her journey here on My Journey with your host Paula G on Positive Power 21.
Didn't know it would be okay. Didn't know I would find me in the middle of it. Lord, you kept me in the middle of it. Lord, you kept me. Lord, you kept me in the middle of it. Never left me right in the middle of it. There I felt you right in the middle of it. Changed my story right in the middle of it. You were there right in the middle of it. Giving me love right in the middle of it. Giving me peace right in the middle of it. Giving me joy right in the middle of it. Never give up on me in the middle of it. Never left me lonely in the middle of it. You were there to hold me in the middle of it. Lord, you blessed me in the middle of it. Came to save me right in the middle of it. Made me whole right in the middle of it. Let me know right in the middle of it. You had control right in the middle of it. Flipped my life right in the middle of it. Healed and delivered right in the middle of it. Changed my heart right in the middle of it. Changed my mind right in the middle of it. Saved my family in the middle of it. Saved my marriage in the middle of it. And kept my children in the middle of it. Spoke a word of life in the middle of it. In the middle of, middle of, middle of it. In the middle of, middle of, middle of it. Middle of, middle of, middle of it. Spoke a word of life in the middle of it.
Lord, you've been real good, so good to me. Yeah. Lord, you've been real good, so good to me. Lord, you saved my soul, you saved my soul.
Thank you for tuning in. You're watching My Journey with Paula G. And we'd like to thank our underwriters, My Coffee Shop of East Lake, Atlanta, Georgia, home of the amazing Basil Lemonade. And also, we'd like to thank Dr. Paul and Marcia